So you've been open for dine-in now for 3 weeks. What's been the response?
You know, it's been overwhelmingly positive. Our guests are extremely appreciative that we're open, and I think everyone's ready to kind of get back to a sense of normalcy.
So I'm looking behind you and I see employees back at work. How many people were you able to bring back on staff when you reopened?
So when we started, Tamron, we were at 87 employees. COVID came, we went down to 27. Now we're back to about 65 employees total.
65, so you're almost back to your full capacity. How many folks can you fit inside your restaurant?
When we're at 100% capacity, we seat about 160 people.
160, so on your top night in the past 3 weeks, I know you're distancing people. How many people have you been able to fit in?
Well, we've had a little bit under that amount because our wonderful Mayor Castor started an incentive program called Lift Up Local and allowed us to put a tent in our front street that's right out in front of the restaurant. So we're able to sit at max capacity about 150 people. And on the weekends, we get up to that number.
So since you've reopened, you've gotten up to 150 people all willing to come in?
Correct, 25% inside. So we're only allowed to have 50 customers inside and another 100 on the patio.
Listen, 50 is a lot. I can't tell you 50 people that I would feel comfortable being around strangers right now inside, but you've been able to get people to come in. What are you doing to keep them safe? Are you checking temperatures? How are you gauging whether or not this environment is safe?
Yeah, so we put in many safety precautions in our procedures. When people come in, we ask our customers politely to use hand sanitizer stations that we have at the front door, as well as we ask them politely to take their temperature. We also use single-use throwaway menus. All employees who are touching or handling food or glassware will wear masks as well as gloves. And we sanitize every counter, every surface in this restaurant every 15 minutes. So there's a lot of visual cleaning that's happening.
So I'm curious, obviously when you're a business owner, there's a certain amount of liability that you have to brace yourself from. Somebody falling in the restaurant saying it's your fault. Did you have to take out extra insurance in the sense that if someone, let's say, God forbid, there's an employee who contracts COVID and they still come in and they work and they don't show signs of a fever and it's traced back to the restaurant. Are you worried at all that people could try to file a lawsuit? They say you can sue for anything. That doesn't mean you're going to win. Are you concerned as a business owner?
Of course, our employees and our guests' safety is at the top priority for us. But situations like that, we do have insurance. We have a large umbrella policy that covers all of that. God forbid anyone would contract that either through our own means or through a customer here. I think we're covered for that. We didn't look to see if there was any additional coverage because we're faith-filled people and we believe that, we're on the right path. We're following all of the mandates and we're serving people in the safest possible way.
Yeah, so with that said, I know, and it sounds like absolutely your heart is in the right place and you're doing what you can, but we still know very little about this disease and how it is passed along. When you look at it, and I guess you're in your most private moment, was it and is it worth it at this point to open?
I believe it is worth it for us. It's the right decision. But that being said, I completely protect and understand that it's everybody's private and personal decision whether to open their businesses and get back to work. We have a great team that supports us and wanted to go through this and get back to work early as soon as we were allowed to by the governor mandate. We're just trying to be as safe as possible. And are we doing the right thing? But I believe fighting for my business is the right thing.
Well, it looks like business is booming behind you. You got a lot of activity, and I'm sure a lot of employees who are now happy they'll be getting a regular paycheck. Thank you, Jeff. Thank you for sharing your story. We really appreciate it.
Thanks so much. Big fan.